Well, hello, I am Lynn. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am a stay-at-home mom. I have a bunch of side gigs and I homeschool our T1D daughter. So one of the things that you need to know about this video and why I'm introducing myself that way is that today's video is all about what we eat in a type 1 diabetic friendly house. We have a low carb diet, so we do low to no carbs when we can. It's actually been really good for all of our health. Like, we have all lost a bunch of weight. We all feel really good. We've all been more healthy. And so today I'm showing you guys what we eat. If we're gonna start talking about what we eat in a day, we cannot leave out the coffee. And for me, the most important part is the creamer, because I want my creamer to have a splash of coffee. Oh, my husband is amazing and he does most of our cooking. We get up in the morning and he makes us a big breakfast. It is very protein heavy. We have found that these breakfast patties work really well for my daughter's blood sugars. There are little to no carbs in them and they have a really great taste. On top of that, he also found this smoked butter at our grocery store, which I'm not crazy about the smoked flavoring, but like, it's okay. And I'm not cooking it, so I'm not going to complain. But this is my favorite. I love some Kerrygold, especially with the eggs. Oh, they're so juicy, so good. This is my plate after he has made it for me. Caroline doesn't really like eggs, so she is protein heavy. Getting ready to make us some mac and cheese. It is Caroline's favorite. Now, pre-diagnosis, Caroline ate mac and cheese as if it were her job. She never stopped eating mac and cheese. Then when she was diagnosed, we come home from the hospital, we tried to do it, and it was just real bad with sugar spikes and lows from too much insulin. And so we said, well, guess you can't have mac and cheese. We still tried it when we were at Disney World. We let her dose for it. And again, roller coasters on vacation are fun if they're an actual roller coaster. Blood sugar roller coasters, not so much. So we kind of backpedaled from that again. And it's not just us being weird, controlling parents. Some of it is health reasons, and other part of that is that she herself does not like to feel that way. So we found, sorry, I'm looking for my measuring cup. We found red lentil noodles. These are amazing. They cook up very well. They have a noodle texture. They don't have like a bean type taste. And then I make our cheese sauce so that she can have noodles. Now, these do have carbs in them. That's why I'm not like, oh, we're no carbs, right? These have 34 grams of carbs per 2 ounces, which looks like it's about 1 serving. But the only ingredient in it is red lentil flour. And that's one thing that we've learned is super important. The carb count doesn't matter as much as the ingredient count. So what's in it is really what matters. The noodles take about between 6 and 8 minutes. So I set a timer for 7 minutes to get optimal noodle tastiness. And that means that we are gonna go ahead and bolus, and we are gonna do 2 units of Humalog. That does not mean that that's what you should do. It depends on your carb to insulin resistance and ratio and all that stuff. We did too much last time we had this, and it was a real sticky low. So we're hoping that 2 is the right answer. Trial and error. Nice and bubbly. This will be what I use to make our cheese sauce, and we don't measure. I do it with my heart. Now, the more cream you use, the more like milky consistency it will be. The less, the more sticky. And then we cheese it up. Again, measure with your heart. So you can see how the cheese is melting into the cream. And this is how you're gonna decide how much more cheese to add, because you can do whatever you want. So whatever consistency is gonna make your family happiest. If this is too soupy, add more cheese. If you want it more soupy, then add some more cream. All right, there go my delicious noodles, and my sauce is ready. looking good. Caroline prefers hers plain, so I add a little bit of salt and she's ready to go. Now I want some more seasoning than that. So I salted mine, but I'm gonna add a garlic parmesan because yum. This is my favorite. I put it on everything. What do you think?
It's really good.
Yay! So Caroline is getting ready to dose again because she wants ice cream. We have ice cream every single day. Quite literally every single day we are having some ice cream. We did 2 units for the red lentil mac and cheese and it was like just enough. She's 126. Hold on. She started talking and I was like, wait, what? Numbers, huh? I was thinking and now I'm not. So yes, she was like 90s when she dosed for the mac and cheese, and 2 units, she still went up 30 points. So she's sitting like 126 right now, which is not bad, but we like her to stay a little bit lower. And unlike with us, with people with pancreases that work, it's not gonna bring itself down. So she's gonna have to dose again to like continue to wean that down. So she may as well dose and have some ice cream too. You can only do your dose every 2 hours. So I told her to do 2 units now. That will cover the ice cream. We usually do 1.5 for the ice cream, and then another half a unit to bring her back to where we want her to be. And our ice cream needs to sit out for a little bit, a couple minutes to like soften. So I'm gonna take that out now. These are our absolute favorite ice creams. We love them. Birthday cake is our new favorite. Only one store near us has it, and it is our favorite. This is tub number 4 this week. So here's the cookie dough. This is the birthday cake. It has chunks in it too, but I just took the label off. So usually if you give it a good 10 minutes, then the ice cream is nice and soft. So I'm gonna leave those alone for a few minutes while we hang out. Okay, it's actually a little bit past time, but we're being lazy. So Caroline, this is technically 1 serving of the Rebel ice cream. You get 3 servings per container. So she wants a little bit of cookie dough and the rest birthday cake. So I'm just gonna do half in this, half in the other, and then transfer it to a bowl. And here's our ice cream. Husband is home to cook us dinner.
Is that what I'm home for?
Yes. He's better in the kitchen than I am. We're having tacos, low carb style. So a lot of people will not even realize that their taco seasoning has sugar added to it. And it won't really say sugar, it'll say like dextrose. This is Dano's seasonings, taco, and it does not have the added junk in it. You can see 0 carbs, 0 added sugars, and you can read all of the ingredients really easily. So this is what we have switched to for our taco seasoning. It's smelling good. Sean always adds these mild green chilies. They do add a little bit of carb, which we need to dose to cover the protein anyway, but these are pretty clean as well. And they just give it a little bit more flavor. And then I talk about Quest all the time because we love Quest products, but we will take these chips. There are what, 5 grams? Yeah, 5 grams of carbs in a bag. These are bizarre. When you take a bite of this, I swear you can taste the lettuce that comes on a taco. It's insane. But we will crunch them up and then dump them into a bowl and have like taco bowls. All right, here she is all put together. Chips on the bottom, taco and green chilies on top. This is the same cheese I was using earlier. I'm gonna finish it off with dinner. Sour cream. I don't think there's any carbs, maybe one total carb. So this is super low carb. Now, if you're diabetic, you may have to dose for the protein. Caroline will dose to cover the green chili, the chips, and the protein from the taco. But having to dose for those things as opposed to having to dose for a flour tortilla or a corn tortilla, rice, all of those extras, This is so much better for her blood sugar levels, and this is exactly how she likes it. Now, as far as beverages go, water. But we're not that boring. We have our water. We have some water flavorings that are 0 sugar. I also love Waterloo, La Croix, all the different flavored caffeinated waters. Caroline is a big fan of Propel. We do some Liquid Death, and nope, there it is. We go through a case of these like every week. They're so good. So good. Now this morning when I made my coffee, I showed you guys my creamer. This is not a 0 sugar creamer. So this was probably the most sugary thing I've had today. 6 grams per tablespoon, and I know I use more than a tablespoon because I love it. There is a 0 sugar formula, and we usually will get that one, but they've been sold out the last couple stores I've gone to, so it is what it is. Now, as far as snacks go, we like to have a scoop of peanut butter. Well, Sean and I like to have a scoop of peanut butter. It's a little too high for Caroline unless she's low. And then peanut butter is great. It brings her up and keeps her there. But then a lot of times if she wants just like a little something sweet, she will use something from the Legendary brand, like a Pop-Tart or a cinnamon roll, or a Quest cookie. Or we have started taking the Lily's chocolate, Lily's like milk chocolate chips for baking. And we just put a couple in our hands and right in, and it's so good. Another version of that would be the Unreal M&Ms, and even with Caroline, she can take a small handful of either of those whenever she wants, and it doesn't do anything, and it's her sweet treat. So we just didn't really do that today, but I hope you enjoyed this video on what we eat in a day. And if you are on a low carb or diabetic friendly diet, or if you're just trying to feel better, we honestly feel so much better now that we eat like this. I hope this gives you some tips and tricks and things you can try. Drop your favorite recipe in the comments so that I can try it. Yeah, we'll see you next time.